Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Hold That Thought. I'm Sonia, your host, and today we're delving into a topic that's close to all our hearts, or rather, minds. We're exploring the fascinating link between sleep and the processing of negative thoughts and memories, and I'm thrilled to be joined today by someone who brings a wealth of insights into this discussion, Bren Ash. Bren, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Sonia. It's great to be here and talk about such an intriguing subject. Sleep is often underrated, but it's one of those fundamental pillars of health that has a profound impact on mental and emotional well-being.
Absolutely, Bren. In previous episodes, we've touched on various facets of mental health. Last time, we explored the intricacies of healing from a broken heart with Talia Lorne. It was fascinating to see how self-care plays into emotional recovery. I think today's topic complements that discussion nicely by focusing on how our nightly rest, specifically REM sleep, can aid in processing those tougher memories and emotions. Bren, could you give us some insight into how that actually works?
Certainly, Sonia. It's remarkable how interconnected sleep is with our emotional processing. During REM sleep, which stands for rapid eye movement sleep, our brains are highly active. It's thought to be a crucial period for processing and consolidating memories and emotions. Essentially, it's during this stage that your brain works through and organizes the emotions you've experienced throughout the day, including negative thoughts and memories, helping to reduce their emotional sting over time.
That's so interesting, Bren. It reminds me of the idea that our dreams might be a way for our minds to process these unresolved feelings. There's a quote that says, "Sleep is the best meditation." It makes me wonder, how does this compare with the role of other stages of sleep in mental health?
Great question, Sonia. It's important to understand that sleep is like a symphony, with each stage playing its part. While non-REM sleep, especially the deep sleep stages, is critical for physical recovery and building strength, and that's my area of expertise. After all, REM sleep is particularly powerful for emotion regulation. During non-REM stages, your body repairs tissues, builds bone and muscle, and strengthens the immune system. Altogether, these stages provide the physical restoration needed, while REM sleep facilitates emotional resolution and cognitive restoration.
A well-rounded view on this topic, Bren. I'm curious about the impact of inadequate REM sleep. What happens to our mental health when REM sleep is consistently disrupted?
When REM sleep is disrupted, the brain has a harder time processing emotional experiences, which could lead to an increase in negative feelings, anxiety, and even issues like depression. There's research suggesting that consistently missing out on REM sleep may contribute to emotional inflexibility, where an individual struggles to adapt emotionally to changing circumstances. This lack of adaptability can make it more difficult to manage stress levels and process negative experiences effectively.
That's an important point. As someone who has occasionally struggled with sleep, I've found that it's really easy for a cycle of poor sleep and stress to perpetuate each other. It's like a feedback loop that's hard to break out of. Bren, do you think there are practical steps people can take to enhance their REM sleep specifically?
Absolutely, Sonia. One foundational approach is maintaining a consistent sleep schedule to help regulate your body's internal clock. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day can promote a more balanced sleep pattern, including getting adequate REM sleep. Another tip is to create a sleep-conducive environment. Think cool, dark, and quiet. Additionally, managing stress through methods like mindfulness or even brief stretching before bed can significantly improve sleep quality, setting you up for those vital REM cycles.
Those sound like practical and achievable steps, Bren. I imagine that a lot of listeners are nodding along right now, realizing that some small adjustments could make a big difference. I've also heard about the impact of diet and exercise on sleep. What's your take on that?
Diet and exercise indeed play pivotal roles. Regular physical activity can promote deeper sleep cycles and enhance overall sleep quality. However, it's usually best to avoid vigorous workouts right before bed, as they can be too stimulating. As for diet, steering clear of caffeine and heavy meals in the evening can make a significant difference. Instead, focusing on a balanced diet, rich in metabolism-boosting foods throughout the day, can promote better sleep. Herbal teas, like chamomile, are calming before bed and can ease the transition into restful sleep.
Great insights, Bren. It reminds me of a time when I started adding a walk into my daily routine, and it really helped balance my energy levels throughout the day and into the night. Talking about routines, there's quite a debate over naps. Are they beneficial for catching up on REM sleep, or do they disrupt our natural sleep cycles?
Naps can be a bit of a double-edged sword. Short naps, like a 20-minute power nap, can be refreshing without encroaching on your nighttime sleep. These can be especially helpful if you're feeling really fatigued. However, longer naps might lead you into deeper sleep stages and regulate more REM, potentially disrupting your ability to sleep at night. Timing is also key. Earlier in the afternoon is generally better, allowing you to recharge without impacting nighttime rest.
So balance and timing are everything. It's incredible how sleep, something so natural and necessary, can be so nuanced in terms of its impact on our mental state. Before we dive further, can we talk about the connection between sleep disorders and mental health?
Definitely, Sonia. Sleep disorders like insomnia or sleep apnea are not just nuisances, they significantly affect mental health. Insomnia, the ongoing difficulty to fall or stay asleep, can lead to heightened anxiety levels and exacerbate depression. Sleep apnea, which involves pauses in breathing during sleep, creates insufficient sleep quality, thereby limiting the reparative functions of REM and other sleep stages. Addressing underlying sleep issues can be a significant step toward improving overall mental health.
That makes sense. It sounds like those struggling with consistent sleep disruptions should consider consulting a healthcare provider to rule out these disorders. Bren, we've covered a lot of ground so far. Before we wrap up, would you share any final thoughts or advice for our listeners who may be struggling with their sleep or mental health?
Sure, Sonia. Everyone's sleep needs and challenges vary, so it's important to find what works best for you. I encourage listeners to be patient and kind to themselves while exploring different solutions. If sleep issues persist, seeking professional guidance might be the best step toward improvement. Empowering oneself with knowledge about sleep's role in mental health can be transformative, and every small change can contribute significantly to better overall well-being.
Wise words to end on, Bren. It's been a pleasure having such a meaningful and informative discussion. Thank you for bringing your expertise and compassion to this conversation. We'd love to have you back soon.
Thank you, Sonia. I'd be happy to return. This is an important discourse that affects every facet of our lives, and it's always valuable to share and grow together.
Absolutely, Bren. And to our listeners, remember that paying attention to your sleep is a form of self-care that can bolster your mental health in surprising ways. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Hold That Thought, and take care until next time.